What's up, guys? In today's video I'm going to be going over some of the discontinued fragrances that I do have in my collection. I actually have a few more on the way, maybe just one or two. But yeah, this is what I currently have that's discontinued. I also have a few that I've tried out. So I'll have an honorable mention here, which is going to be Kaftan, whatever, by YSL. So this fragrance was discontinued by YSL. This is a 10 ml decant that I have of it from Olfactory Factory, which I do have an affiliate link down in the description below in case you're interested in checking it out. This is not one that I feel like it's full bottle worthy. You could probably find one maybe like on eBay or Facebook groups for like $600, $700. To me, it's not worth the price. So I think this one's one that I'm okay with just having a decant of it, and I'm not gonna pursue a full bottle. That's an honorable mention, but then let's get started with this one. I just wore it this past week. I hardly ever wear it, actually. This was the second time I owned a bottle. First time I sold it not knowing it was getting discontinued, but was able to pick up a tester bottle second time around. Now it's not going anywhere. So at the barbershop, really nice introduction to a barbershop fougere kind of fragrance, just because of how realistic it smells to be at a barbershop, especially with the shaving foam, the leather, the lemon. They just got the scenery of an older barbershop right. Even though I wasn't around in 1992, this can transport me to 1992, even, just using your imagination, or even like when I used to go to the barbershop, there's still a really strong resemblance to it. But I think Replica did a really good job at the barbers. You can still find it 80 to $100. I think I paid about $80 for this one. But yeah, you can definitely still find this fragrance. Get it while the supply is out there, and I don't think too many people know about this one. But if you like fougere fragrances, I would definitely say you have to try this one. It's also a compliment getter. I did get a compliment the last time I did wear it. And then we have another fragrance that I didn't even know was discontinued. I don't know if it was discontinued because of how much hate it got when it got released. But it says it was a limited edition release. I'm not too sure about that. I think the amount of hate that this fragrance got it discontinued. In my opinion, it's the best of the line, but it still got discontinued. And it's probably one of the more unique ones from the line, but it's going to be Valentino's Rockstar Noir. This is another one you could still find on discounters. Maybe not too many discounters, but I saw it on eBay when I was doing some research. I think this one's considered an aromatic fougere, but I'm not too sure. It is a little bit more on the sweet side. This one, I did purchase full retail. So the story behind this one was my fiance and I, we were at Macy's. One of my favorite things to do before was go to Macy's and just smell stuff. When this one came out, she smelled it and she fell in love with it, and she wanted to buy it for retail for me. So she went ahead and paid retail price for this fragrance, and she loves it every time I wear it. So yeah, this is a fragrance that she really loves. I'm not the biggest fan of it just because I'm not the biggest fan of designer fragrances. But it's, for what I've smelled from Valentino, this is my favorite one. A lot of lavender forward, kind of smells like a pink fragrance, if that makes sense. But really nice fragrance. Just never really I wear it more for my fiance when I do wear it. But out of the Valentino line, I would say it's the most unique. And it's the best one in my opinion. Then we have one that I just got in. I gave it a test wear. I haven't worn it fully, but it's gonna be L'Homme Ideal Cologne. So I got this one for a pretty decent price. Something I was actually willing to pay for. Now, smells fresh and bright in the opening. The dry down is more like the Eau de Toilette, and it's still pretty sweet. So I'm not gonna say this is the best for like the really hot summer or like, you know, the super high heat, just because there's still some sweetness to it. So it does remind you of the eau de toilette. If you have the eau de toilette and you don't really care about some notes added to it, then I would say just stay away from this one. But it is still a pretty sweet fragrance. So yes, it's called Cologne. I don't think it's probably the best for the high heat. I would say it's good for like the moderate heat, or maybe you're indoors. I would say it's pretty good for that. From just a test though, I haven't really fully worn this fragrance an entire day, just because I got it in recently, but that's just my opinion on it as of right now, which it could definitely change. And then lastly is one that I've been reaching for the last few days, and I've just been spraying on myself. It's going to be Creed's Asian Green Tea. So this is another Discontinued from the Aqua Original line. From this line, I don't know how so many of these got discontinued. I know some are from 2014, some are from 2016. Slowly doing a little bit more research on this line, but a lot of people say they only get soap from this. I get the soap in like a little bit of dirty green tea. So I actually really enjoy this fragrance. I do enjoy tea fragrances, but this one's more of a realistic tea. But yes, you do get that soap, and it kind of feels like a high-end salon kind of soap, if that makes sense. So it smells like you're in a high-end salon. You got a good bath going, and you got some tea next to you. That's what this smells like. It smells really nice, especially for the summer heat. This is one that's going to be really nice for either, you know, you just want to relax, you just want to be at home, and you just want to smell something that's relaxing. White t-shirt kind of fragrance if you're just going to go out and do some chores or whatever. You just want a calming vibe. Let's say, you know, sometimes you got to go with your girl to get your pedicures done. You know, sometimes I get my toes done with my girl. Don't judge me. I do it for her. Just when she has no one to go with, I'll go with her. Got my toes done the other day. But anyways, Asian Green Tea is a really nice fragrance. I enjoyed wearing it. Green Neroli, Asian Green Tea. There's a few more on the way now, just because of how much I love those two, that I decided to just go ahead and blind buy a few more. Because why not? Right? Might as well. But yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about these discontinued fragrances. If you have tried any, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know which discontinued fragrances you have in your collection. If they're interesting enough, I might pursue a bottle. We'll see. That is all I have for you guys. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one, guys.